Greetings everybody and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are doing good. Real Madrid are back after a very long international break, and finally the day has come when the Los Blancos will be returning to the elite Santiago Bernabeu. It's a moment that we all have been waiting for. We have missed this beautiful stadium for more than 18 months. We have missed the aura of the Bernabeu, and today we will be marking a return to the stadium against Celta De Vigo. The players had a training session at the Bernabeu yesterday. The intention was to test the grass, get a feel of the new pitch, and as you can see in these pictures, the players are up and ready for the upcoming match. Because if you have a look at the fixture schedule, you can see we have a cluster of matches after the international break. We have Celta, Inter, Valencia, Mallorca, Villarreal, and to cap off the month, we play Sheriff in the Champions League. So we do have quite a few games to play this month. We will be seeing our team in action during the week and during the weekend, and certainly the physical conditions of the players will be tested during this busy fixture schedule. But analysing the opposition that Real Madrid will face tonight, Celta De Vigo currently stand 18th in the table. They haven't had a good start to the season. They have 2 losses and 1 draw to kickstart the campaign, and most definitely they will be looking to upset the odds against the Laliga giants. We also have to remember this is the same team that finished 8th in the previous season, so ideally you would expect them to put up a good fight. They have shown progress under Eduardo Camavinga. They have some good attacking players as well. Early in the season, they were very close to stealing points away from Atletico Madrid. Atletico needed a very late goal in injury time to take away all the 3 points, so Celta as a team cannot be underestimated. But coming to the tactics, Eduardo Camavinga, the manager, likes setting up his team in the 4-1-3-2 formation. The intention here looks to win the midfield battle. We would see Tapia playing the role of a defensive midfielder. He will be supported by the likes of Bryce Mendes and Nolito. It's highly likely that the former Barcelona man Denis Suarez will play the role of an attacking midfielder, and up top the duo of Santi Mina and Iago Aspas should lead the charge for Celta. And we all know the quality of Iago Aspas. In the previous campaign he ended up with 14 goals and 13 assists. That's 27 goal contributions in the season, so definitely he's the danger man that our defense has to take care of. And coming to Real Madrid, the squad list was revealed late into the night yesterday. Ferland, Mendy, Marcelo and Luka Modric make the return to the side. Certainly in the left back department we will have a lot of depth for the game, and Luka Modric, we know he's a pivotal part of a midfield, so these players returning are going to be a big boost for Ancelotti. But coming to the negatives, David Alaba, Gareth Bale and Luka Jovic are out for the game. It has been reported that Gareth Bale picked up a hamstring injury in training. He suffered some discomfort in his right leg, and more tests will be conducted today to determine the extent of the injury. David Alaba has suffered a muscle overload, and Luka Jovic, he seems to have a stomach flu. We're also expecting Toni Kroos to be available after the international break, but apparently his recovery isn't complete yet. However, Madridistas, Ancelotti also is going to have Eden Hazard, who's coming off the back of very good performances during the international break. His game against Czech Republic gave us flashes of the quality that Eden Hazard can bring to this Real Madrid side. It was absolutely brilliant for Belgium. He got a goal, he was making those through balls, those beautiful flicks were coming off, and it truly looked like he was enjoying himself on the pitch. He looked to be gaining form, and now it's time he shows similar performances in the whites of Madrid. He owes it to the Real Madrid fans who have huge expectations from the Belgian, and recently in an interview he spoke about his desire to make a difference for Madrid. According to Marca, the pre-season with Antonio Pintus has made a huge difference for Hazard. He's in excellent physical condition and is now ready to contribute. Hazard said, "Real Madrid spent a lot of money on me. I want to pay them back. I've signed for 5 years. The first 2 haven't been good, but I have 3 more to prove my worth. I hope it works. I hope to get up one morning and find myself in perfect condition for training. I'm waiting for the moment when I can prove my worth." So certainly from these words we can understand that Hazard is motivated to regain his previous level, and is also emphasizing that he isn't 100% ready yet. He's probably lacking a bit of momentum at the moment, but Hazard looks to be determined. The minutes that he got with the national team will surely go a long way in boosting the confidence of the player, and I think deep down there is a realization that this is most likely going to be the final year that Madrid will stay patient with Hazard. He has to prove himself once again. He has to show why Real Madrid bought him in the first place. With the Mbappe move not going through this summer, Hazard will have a major role to play this year, and if he can get his act together, if he can stay fit, stay in form, he will be a big difference maker for Madrid. And last but not the least, we are most likely going to see the debut of Eduardo Camavinga. The Frenchman should get some minutes today at the Bernabeu, so certainly Madridistas, we have a lot to to be excited about. Moving on, Carlo Ancelotti had some very interesting words at the pre-match press conference. He first spoke about the excitement of returning back to the Bernabeu. He said, "It's going to be a special day for all Madridistas and for us because we are back at the stadium, something which always helps the team. We have to mark this special day with a good performance and all the 3 points. That's the aim, first to play well and put on a good show, and the most important thing is to take the 3 points." Then the manager was asked what is the difference between the current version and the previous version of Ancelotti. Ancelotti calmly responded, "I hope to be better. I have been through Munich, Napoli, Everton. I have more experience. To improve, a coach must benefit from the experience he has acquired, and also not to look back but to look forward. In football, there's always something to be learned." And those are quite interesting words from Ancelotti, because if we look back at the time at Napoli, Everton and Munich, there have been a few disappointments. A few things didn't go in his favour. Even at Everton, he would have liked to finish higher up the table. So Ancelotti has made a few mistakes in recent times, and hopefully he must have learned from his experiences and will implement better tactics in Madrid. Up next, Ancelotti also spoke about the competition in the squad and how he analysed the quality he currently had. He said, "Competition is tough because I have so many top players. They're amongst the best in the world, and that's not just me saying it. Casemiro, Kroos, Modric, Valverde, who's very young but both spectacular quality. We've got Isco, Camavinga, Ceballos, who's coming back. It's a very complete squad, and they have to be patient because not everyone can play. Patience is usually important. It's also vital that they accept my decisions because the competition is intense." Ancelotti also spoke about the recovery of Toni Kroos and the form of Eden Hazard. On Kroos, he said, "He's improving all the time and it's crucial we don't rush him. The best thing would be for him to recover as soon as possible, and I think he'll be back with us soon enough without having been hasty." On Hazard, he said he's fine. He played with Belgium and felt good. He's getting back to being the player we all know he can be. I'm happy and excited for him. I'm sure he'll get back to producing his best performances. And lastly, Ancelotti was asked about the pressure of the Bernabeu on few players. We know there are some players in the squad who have underperformed in the past few months, and on this Ancelotti said, "The demands of the Madrid fans are clear. They want to see motivated players who give everything on the pitch. Hazard, Bale, if they give everything on the pitch, they have no worry. The whole group knows what Real Madrid fans demand." So that wraps up the pre-match press conference of Carlo Ancelotti, and let's wrap up this video by doing the match predictions. In goal, Thibaut Courtois will take his place in between the sticks. With David Alaba out due to injury, it is likely that Ancelotti will use the centre-back duo of Eder Militao and Nacho Fernandes. In the left-back position, Ferland Mendy is back in the side, but he's coming back after a very long injury layoff, so there is a chance that he may not start the game. In my opinion, Miguel and Marcelo are more likely to start. I personally would like Miguel to take that place, but I think Ancelotti may go with Marcelo to start the game. In the right back position, Dani Carvajal should be starting for Madrid. He would look to continue his way back to peak fitness level, but coming to the midfield, we do have a few dilemmas here. The South American players in the side very recently returned after serving the national teams. Valverde and Casemiro were both involved with their respective national teams, and they haven't had an opportunity to take rest and complete the post-match recovery process. So we may see Ancelotti handing some rest to them if they feel a bit tired to start the game. Ideally, I would have predicted Casemiro, Valverde and Modric to start, but we'll have to see if the South Americans are ready. There is a chance that Blanco replaces Casemiro in the side and Isco plays in the position of Valverde. So let's see what decision Ancelotti would take. He surely would be aware that it's going to be a demanding month and he may not like to take any risk with the South American players. And lastly, coming to the attack, Karim Benzema should lead the charge from the centre. Eden Hazard may start on the left and Vinicius on the right. There can also be the case of the two Brazilian boys starting with Benzema, but my bet is on Eden Hazard and Vinicius partnering Benzema for the game. So that is my predicted lineup, and as for the scoreline predictions, I predict Real Madrid 3, Celta Vigo 1. The Santiago Bernabeu will see the return of fans to the stadium. Around 22,000 fans will be present there, so you can be sure the atmosphere will be amazing. The cheering and jeering would be seen throughout the match, and definitely Madrid will benefit from the support of the home crowd. So that is all I have here. Do let me know your thoughts on the game. How excited are you to see the team back at the Bernabeu? And of course, don't forget to put in the match predictions. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid. And as always, a Madrid.